Alright, losers. Today is pretty much like the best day ever because it is MJF's birthday. Happy birthday, MJF. I think he turns 25 today, and he's already done more things in wrestling than dudes like, I don't know, 10 years older than him. You know, people like Cody Rhodes, who they needed to start an entire or be part of the start of a new wrestling organization just to be relevant. And trust me, it's AEW should be lucky that MJF is part of them because really MJF could fit anywhere. Okay? MJF is the only reason why anyone should watch any wrestling at all. And to celebrate MJF's 25th birthday, I'm going to give you 25 reasons why MJF is the only reason anyone should watch any wrestling. Okay? I have Raw on in the background right now, and it sucks shit. Why does it suck shit? Because MJF isn't in it. If MJF was at Raw, I wouldn't do this video. I wouldn't need to. Because I would be like, oh, where's MJF? Nope. No Raw, not MJF. That's why Raw has ratings in like the ones. Okay? If MJF was on Raw, ratings would be higher than late 1999. But because MJF isn't in WWE, because he's not on Raw, then that makes the entire WWE product look like absolute shit. It's because MJF isn't in it. Okay? So, without further ado, 25 reasons why MJF is the only reason anyone should watch any wrestling at all. Reason number 1, he's better than you. He just is. Just admit it. I've admitted it. MJF is better than me, and I know it. I'm just trying to make other people know that MJF is better than them, and have them know it because it's important to know that. It really is. Number 2, MJF is better than you, and you know it. You just do. Okay? When you see him come out in AEW, do you not get the feeling that you're in the presence of pretty much like a future historical figure, if not a current one? Yeah, you do. Whenever I turn on AEW, the only question on my mind is, when's MJF going to be on it? Okay? And then when he comes on, all of a sudden, I usually fall asleep during AEW because most of it sucks. I mean, unless MJF's on it, then it's amazing. You know, so whenever I hear his music, whenever I hear him say, I'm better than you and you know it, and then his music is his fantastic entrance music, I guess that would be reason number 3, comes on, then all of a sudden I'm going to snap out of sleep. I do. It's really crazy. It's awesome. 4th reason why MJF is the only reason to watch wrestling. He's young. Like I said, man, he turns 25 today. 25. And all of a sudden, how much has he done already in this industry? How much has he contributed? How many lives has he changed for the better? You know what I mean? This man should have the AEW. He should have won the AEW title from Jericho. And not Jon Moxley. Who, he isn't really the same. He isn't really a different person from AEW than WWE. He was stale bread in WWE and he's stale bread now. As for Kenny Omega, don't even get me fucking started on Kenny Omega, okay? They had to make an invasion storyline from Impact to AEW just to give Kenny Omega a shred of relevance. This indie darling, smart mark fan loving, what? And he had an otaku gimmick, and he was trying to get that over. MJF just needs to be MJF. He can get it over. Okay? That's the 5th reason. He gets over. He gets everything over. If it was anyone else, and I mean anybody else, during the Dinner Debonair with Jericho, would that get over? If it was anyone else except MJF? Okay, put anyone else in there with Jericho. Put Moxley in there. Put Cody Rhodes in there. Put Kenny Omega in there. Put, what's that redneck dude? Or what's that cowboy guy? Hangman Adam Page? It's more like hang yourself, Adam Page. Put him in there with Jericho. Put who? Put what's his name? What's his name? The I don't know who it is. It's put anyone else. Any of those nobodies in there with Jericho during the dinner debonair. It would not get over. But because it was MJF with Jericho in the dinner debonair, it got over better than Rock This Is Your Life. I thoroughly enjoyed it way better than Rock This Is Your Life. Okay? If MJF was like 10, 20 years, if he was like 20 years older, and this was 2001 and not 2021, nothing, man. No. He would be, no. It would be all MJF all day. And we wouldn't need to worry about the bullshit that happened afterwards. Okay? No. It's just, MJF is just the best. Okay? I lost count about how many I'm on. I don't know. Let's say it's number 7. 7th reason, he respects kayfabe. Okay? All these other performers in any other wrestling organization, like as soon as they get off TV or as soon as they get out of the show after a house show, they just turn into a different person. It's like, it's so hilarious. Like, you'll see, like, okay, maybe the one other person who doesn't do that is Brock Lesnar. Even him, like, he should be like F5ing people at the airport and shit. Like, yeah. But like, okay, you have, let's see, in WWE you have Matt Riddle and he's like the original bro, right? And then he doesn't act like that at all when he's doing stuff outside the ring. Like, okay, yeah, here, Roman Reigns. Everyone loves Roman Reigns now because he finally, grew a brain and he became the tribal chief. Yeah, he's not the tribal chief when he's doing Make-A-Wish shit. Do you think MJF would stoop so low to do any kind of charity work? Are you kidding? Are you kidding? He would never do that. And he doesn't need to. Okay? He doesn't need to. Alright? Number 8, he's a good worker. Okay? Yeah, he's a good worker. How many people has MJF hurt? Like, answer that for me. Be like real, but like be like actually figure it out. Like, go back in his catalog of matches and like say, oh shit, well MJF is dangerous in the ring. No, okay, he's not Nia Jax, that word that I can't say on YouTube because otherwise they'll friggin' shut me down because YouTube is just whatever. You know what I mean? But no, he's not like that. He's not like who's another dangerous person in the ring? I don't know. Everyone except MJF, right? That kind of makes sense. Okay. Reason number 9. MJF doesn't really need a title. That ring that he wears on his finger, that is more important than any title in any wrestling organization across the globe. Okay? Like, that ring he has, like, that's like he's the one-man Hall of Fame. The one-man Hall of Fame. It's just the MJF wing of the Wrestling Hall of Fame. Of, like, the inter-brand Wrestling Hall of Fame. Like, the AEW, WWE, and NWA Hall of Fame. All of them. It's all of them. Okay, it's all of them. It's all of it. That's all you need. That's just MJF's ring. And that's it. That's all it is. 10th reason why MJF is the only reason you could watch, the only reason you need to watch wrestling. He is an absolute. He is like. He's a staunch gentleman during podcasts. Okay, like when he gets interviewed, like the people. Oh my God, like. The trouser stained, like, pond scum drinking cretins who interview that guy. If it was me instead of MJF there, I swear to God, like, I would walk out of that interview with, I'd walk out of those interviews with a freaking battery charge. But MJF, he keeps his cool, and he does really nice things for the people who interview him, okay? He gave Steve Austin the opportunity to have him on his podcast for almost 2 hours. And okay, Steve Austin's like, okay, he was one of the best. Okay, he is. Okay, that's great. Yeah, he made the business really cool. He made wrestling really cool in the late 90s, early 2000s. But what has he become? Like, have you seen straight up Steve Austin on USA? Have you seen that? Do you really think that MJF in 30 or so years, when he's 50 years old, but he's not going to look like he's 50 because he's going to retain his youth forever? Do you think MJF's going to make a cringe-worthy show like that? No, he's not. He's not going to do that. Because he knows better. Okay, he knows better. That's the 11th reason why MJF is the only reason you should watch any wrestling at all. It's because he loves the business. He loves the business. He does nothing except do things for the business, and he contributes to the business like you would not believe. Okay? Look at all the people he's worked with, and I'm going to go into that. Okay? And he doesn't hurt any of them. He gives them plenty of opportunities to get over, and he's just man, what a guy. Like, we haven't had a guy like him come down in I don't know how long, man. But yeah, like, it's fantastic. Reason number 12. He's willing to work with guys who are like significantly older than him and make them look really, really good. Okay? Chris Jericho is like twice as old as MJF. MJF's 25 today. Jericho is 50. Okay? Jericho's 50 years old. Okay? And how good did Jericho look good at all before he paired up with MJF? Before MJF joined the Inner Circle? Okay, look, the Inner Circle without MJF was a joke. It was. It was a joke. Okay? It really was. It was a joke. It was what? It was Sammy Guevara. Like, who cares about that dweeb? That geek. Jake Hager. Oh, and now he's even worse than he was when he was Jack Swagger. So yeah, good job. Good job. And then the other two dudes, I don't even know who they are because, well, have they done anything memorable? No. What, Ortiz and someone else? I don't know. Another Hispanic dude. I don't know. Why were they like 3 of the 5 Inner Circle guys were Hispanic? I don't understand that. I mean, nothing against Hispanic dudes. Hispanic people are awesome. Just, they're not as awesome as MJF. That's another. Here, there's number 13. MJF is willing to work with. He respects multiculturalism. Right? That's why he wanted to join the Inner Circle. Is because he wanted to learn about how the cultures of other races and how they are treated in wrestling. And he wanted to treat them just as fair as they should be treated. You know what I mean? Who else can do that? Who else can do that except MJF? Reason number 14 why MJF is the only reason you should watch any wrestling. He was patient enough with Sammy Guevara to put him over on social media. Like, honestly, I was never able to stand Sammy Guevara at all. But MJF, and this is going to go into the next reason, was kind and patient enough to say, okay, no one likes this kid, but let me take a chance on him. He takes a chance on Sammy Guevara, and what happens? Sammy Guevara stabs him in the back. Like, damn. Who does that? Who does it? You won't see MJF do it, but you'll see Sammy Guevara do it. Because Sammy Guevara is an asshole. And that's irrespective of his race or anything like that, or his age or whatever. It's just, he could be any age, race, whatever. It doesn't matter. Or gender or whatever the fuck. Makes no difference. Sammy Guevara is a piece of shit. He did MJF wrong. And then he tried to say that MJF did him wrong. Like, really? Really? Number 15, he if you're in a group with him, he's gonna hook you up. Do you all remember that Vegas trip that he did in AEW like a few months ago during a pandemic when like travel was really difficult? MJF said, "Yo, I'm gonna treat you guys to a nice Vegas vacation." Did anyone else in the inner circle do that? No, answer that. Like seriously, I'm gonna give you like 10 seconds. Starting now. You couldn't come up with anyone, could you? No, but MJF was. MJF did it. Yeah. That's awesome. That's fantastic. So, in the new group that MJF just joined, and by the way, that's going to be the next reason, they can expect MJF to hook them up with a really cool vacation. Number 16. MJF is like he's so selfless. He doesn't need a stable. He doesn't. He can be a one-man. It's just like John Cena. He could be a one-man stable, and he doesn't need anybody around him. He doesn't need a soul. But he knows that if he joins a wrestling group, he could elevate other stars. You could make them look just as good as him. Maybe, okay, maybe a little bit maybe not as good, but like as of now, FTR and Shawn Spears and Wardlow and even Tully Blanchard. Nothing against Tully Blanchard, he is a legend. They are all possibly as good as MJF, and I think they know that. Okay. Reason number 18. He dresses. Oh man. You know I don't dress that well for my videos and stuff for these videos? Because none of you deserve it. Okay, like I'm way more honest than MJF. You watching this, like, dislike it please, because I don't like you. That's why I don't dress well for you. That's why I don't shave. That's why my hair's all weird. Because you don't deserve me to look. I don't need to look my best for you. Like, no. But MJF, he's selfless. He's unselfish enough, and this is, I guess I have to learn this from him. I guess I have to learn this from him, that he dresses to the nines, better than Ric Flair in the mid-'80s. When he goes to AEW and Daly's place with, oh my god, have you seen the fans who go to that? Have you? I live like 3 hours away. I could just drive there every show every Wednesday night, because the tickets are cheap, which is why AEW is like not up there with WWE. If they wanted to be like WWE, they need probably do bigger venues, charge more money for tickets, stuff like that. Have MJF win the title, the TNT and the AEW title, and have him and Wardlow or something win the tag team titles. AEW should be a Triple Crown winner, like right now. You should. And then he should get like a girlfriend and have his girlfriend, or one of his many girlfriends. He probably has like over 9,000 girlfriends. Holy shit. Have one of his over 9,000 girlfriends win the AEW ladies title. Couldn't do any worse than fucking who's that Japanese chick? I don't even know her name. That's how horrible the AEW chicks division is. But look, if you send some of MJF's roster in there, no matter if they can work or not, it makes no damn difference. Have one of them win the titles. Okay, where I'm at, number 20, something like that, right? I don't know. Who cares? I'm losing count, but I don't give a shit. Reason number 20. MJF can speak better than dudes who have wrestled as long as he has. As long as he's been alive. Okay? Compare his mic skills, his promo skills, to someone who has been in the business for almost 25 years, AJ Styles, WWE. Is AJ Styles a good worker? Kind of, I suppose. Not as good as MJF, but, I mean, he's getting there. I mean, it's okay. I mean, if a 45-year-old Bobby Lashley can have the WWE title, and pretty sure AJ Styles at like 43 still has like, 8 more years left, since we want people over 50 to be on TV. But compare AJ Styles' speaking skills, promo skills, with someone who's been wrestling since like 1997 to MJF, who's been wrestling since what? 2017, 16? And MJF, at 25 years old, is a better speaker than people who have worked in the business for 25 years. Okay? Oh, here's an even better one. Dustin Rhodes, who had 70 million, 9,000 gimmicks, different gimmicks, and how good were his speaking skills? They've sucked for the last 27, 29 years. My God. MJF, perfect since day one. Reason number 21 why MJF is the only reason you should watch any wrestling at all. His physique is perfect, okay? It really is. It's the... Alright, I'm gonna try and not man crush here, okay? Because I don't think MJF himself would appreciate that. Or maybe, I don't know, he wouldn't. No, he wouldn't. Ew, he would not like that at all. But I will say that when he gets in that ring, you can see his physique, and it is just chiseled out of a combination of stone, granite, and glass. Okay, about 15 years ago, there was some roided up dude named Chris Masters. Was called the Masterpiece. No, bro, it's MJF. MJF is the masterpiece. All right. Reason number 22. We're getting to the last ones here. Why MJF is the only reason you should watch any wrestling at all. I'm running out of reasons here, man. He knows how to act. He does. All these wrestlers in both WWE, AEW, and even in NWA, they're horrible actors. But look at that last segment on Dynamite on Wednesday, where MJF got kicked out of the inner circle, and then he made his own. Then he joined up with FTR and everyone. Look at the acting skills of MJF, and tell me that's not perfection. Who else can do that? Tell me who else has. I'll give you I'm gonna give you half a minute this time. Who has better acting skills? Go ahead and tell me. No one, that's who. No one has better acting skills than MJF in any wrestling organization at all. Okay, number 23. 23rd reason why MJF is the only reason you should watch any wrestling at all. He makes it actually exciting to watch. When he comes on, no matter what he does, it's compelling and exciting. Again, I think I said this earlier. His Dinner Debonair with Jericho. That easily could have been a train wreck of a segment. If it was Jericho and anyone else, it would have been god awful. It would have been easily the worst segment known to man. But because it was MJF there, it was easily the best. It's probably gonna hold its ground as one of the best wrestling segments in the 2020s. It really is. It just is. Okay. 24th reason why MJF is the only reason you should watch any wrestling at all. Wrestling just sucks without him in it. It just does. Like, watch anything from WWE, and it's just predictable. It's just so predictable. Like, it's like, oh my god. It's literally like watching, like, what? Yeah, it's like watching repeat. It's like watching on repeat over and over and over and over and over on loop. You watch any given MJF segment in AEW, and you know you're in for something. You know something cool is gonna happen, and you know that it's just gonna be lit. Here's the final reason why MJF is the only reason you should watch any wrestling. Because, like me, he's Jewish. Okay? I don't really count Colt Cabana as Jewish, because he doesn't really know. But MJF, he is. He's chosen. He's part of the chosen people, and he doesn't flaunt it, doesn't need to, but yeah, man, like, how many Jewish superstars have we seen in any wrestling at all, like, over the last, like, few decades, who perform at the level of MJF? Okay? No, go ahead. I'm gonna give you a whole minute this time. Okay? A whole minute to tell me. No, please, go ahead. Your timing will start right now. I'm gonna get some water while you're doing this. Here's to you, MJF. Yeah, nothing. Yeah, you couldn't come up with anything. You couldn't come up with shit. You couldn't come up with a single Jewish wrestler who is performing right now at the level of MJF. Nothing. So yeah, he's representing Jewish people the right way. Oh, and here's a secret. Here's just one more reason we're gonna make it 26 out of 25. I probably lost count, so this one's probably just gonna be, whatever. It's probably gonna fill out the 25 reasons anyways. Is that he doesn't do any drugs. He doesn't drink. He doesn't do any other debauchery that you see a lot of these wrestlers do. You don't see him do what Xavier Woods did, which is form pornos with fucking Paige. He doesn't do what I don't know. He doesn't do what Randy Orton did back when Randy Orton was MJF's age. And do stupid frat boy shit. You know what I mean? MJF is like, he's someone who, like, young people can and should look up to. Okay, forget John Cena. Forget him. He sold his soul to Hollywood. Rock sold his soul to Hollywood. You know what I mean? Like, all these other guys, like, they have demons and other bullshit. You know what I mean? But MJF does not. Okay, he is squeaky clean, and he is the man. Okay, alright. I'm done. MJF says, the MJF fanboy is done. I'm finished. But there's 25 reasons why MJF is the only reason you should watch wrestling. It's the only reason I watch any wrestling at all. It really is. No, it really is. I don't watch any. Even when I turn on AEW, I just fall asleep to it, and then I hear MJF's music, and it just wakes me up. And then you see his segments, and they're like the only thing you should even watch in any wrestling at all because MJF's in it. Alright. Anyways, I'm done. Happy birthday, MJF. You're not watching this, but if you do, then happy birthday. And I know, like, you probably didn't like this video, but that's okay. It's alright. I'll do better next time for you, man. Alright. Take care.